Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Taiwan Honor Cup. My name is Jethro, and we're about to get into the finals between SpiderDS and TSLRevival.
That's right. This is going to be a best of five, and I'm so excited. SpiderDS, the best Terran player that Taiwan has to offer, and TSLRevival, an absolutely magnificent Korean Zerg. This is going to be one hell of a matchup.
Yes, it is indeed. And why don't you go ahead and introduce these players, Tom?
I would love to. Spawning in the northmost spawning position, we have our red Zerg, and his name is Revival.
Yes, it is indeed.
Spawning in the westmost spawning position, we have the best Terran that Taiwan has to offer up to this matchup, and that is SpiderDS.
SpiderDS, indeed. Fantastic players here on GSL's... Is this Metropolis? No.
No, this is
Atlantis spaceship.
Atlantis spaceship.
Sorry, I was like setting up settings and stuff while the game was starting. So I'm like, where are we? What are we doing?
You know what tipped me off?
Yeah.
The bear in the middle of the map.
Oh yeah, little cuddle bear there.
Little cuddle bear giving you the finger.
Yeah, and the fact that it doesn't look like Metropolis at all, of course, is a sheer giveaway.
I guess that'll do it as well. Anyway, we see a supply depot going down. Once again, DS not even worrying about walling off at this point, getting that first supply depot down right next to his gas. And his opponent looks like he's going for hatch first.
Alright, admin just said that your microphone is a little bit messed up for the moment, so I'm going to go ahead and cast until perhaps that fixes itself somehow. We do see the barracks is going down and the drone scout is going out as well.
How do I sound? Do I sound okay at this point?
It sounds fine to me. The admin says yes, it sounds fine. Fantastic.
Alright, wonderful. That's enough for me. Alright, so drone's moving across. The 15 hatch has gone down. It's going to be started up and running.
Hatch first.
Hatch first. SpiderDS grabbing that barracks. Very, very standard. Exactly what he was doing these past games. Now, Revival's creep spread isn't nearly as hardcore as this last opponent that we saw up against DS. So we'll see if that changes how DS decides to play at all.
Right.
If that affects like his drop-heavy style.
Or you know, if he wants to go for still that heavy like 3 bases before any sort of push. It should be interesting to see how a different opponent forces him into different techniques and different styles.
Right. I think one of the coolest things about what we saw coming out from that drop play is that like creep spread didn't actually matter that much, given the fact that he was able to go around everything, go around all the creep. He didn't have to actually fly over creep to get to any of his opponent's bases. So that drop style definitely favored, or rather wasn't really deflected by the fact that there was so much creep spread going down.
Yeah, and I do also want to mention that I adjusted some settings on my StarCraft 2 client, so hopefully there will be less lag during those big battles and such. Once again, trying to get you guys the most enjoyable and lag-free experience possible, of course.
Yeah.
And if it's still broken, keep yelling at me in the chat. The more you yell at me, the more I'll try and fix it. Maybe.
Something that we didn't mention last time we were on this map is these two bases in the center of the map. They have rich Vespene geysers hidden in smoke. So if you actually take those bases, you end up with 2 bases worth of gas.
Right.
You have four harvesters mining that rich Vespene geyser because it's a little bit farther away, and you actually end up with a ton of gas. So those are very, 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 very important. If you can take that as a Zerg player, you are going to have more gas than you know what to do with.
Absolutely. You can go like Mutabaneling, Infester, Broodlord, and still have leftover gas.
Yeah, I mean, you're still getting all your upgrades, and you don't have to worry about a single thing.
Yes, and that is not an exaggeration, we promise.
No, not even a little bit. We don't do that here, and we always speak in absolutes.
Right.
Always. So, we do have the command center going down from DS. He is turning it into an orbital, which makes sense, because he wants mules, because he likes economy.
Yeah, mules are good. I mean, you could just not make an orbital command, keep it a command center, be like, nah, mules overrated.
I don't want to spend any of that time.
And you would do that. You would do that if you're an idiot. But SpiderDS is not. He's a fantastic player, and as such, wants to win.
You know what? Flash is going to come out and find some way to play the game and never make an orbital, and you're going to eat your hat so hard.
If you say so, Unctious.
I do say so. Anyway, a bunker going down for DS to be a little bit safe. Revival now on 3 bases. His drone count is going to be so high.
Yes, it will. He's already at 35, which is 10 ahead of his opponent. So even despite those mules, probably going to get the best of the economic situation.
Indeed. A Roach Warren finishing up for Revival as well, so that defense is going to be nice. He's going to be able to actually put on a little bit of pressure, getting out 4 Roaches, but Cloak on the way. What is this?
Interesting indeed.
Yes, Banshees are going to be on the way in just a matter of seconds, and there are some Hellions on the field as well, so they're going to be able to deny any of that map vision that Revival has, and if he can do that, then these Banshees might be able to get pretty far across the map without getting spotted.
Yeah, I mean, we did see that SpiderDS had some, some great success with Banshees just last game. So perhaps, he's just in a Banshee mood now. He's going to keep that momentum going. And, I wonder if TSLRevival was watching the Taiwanese stream or, found out somehow and found out that SpiderDS went Banshees last game.
Big Overlord kill. That supply blocks Revival for just a little while.
Yep.
Actually, just building buildings. He's like, I'm not supply blocked.
What else?
So he did get his Marines moving around. These Hellions are killing all the Zerglings that are on the map, and Banshees have popped out of that starport, so they're going to go ahead and move across the map and hopefully not encounter anything along the way.
Indeed. Let's see, where are those Banshees? Yes, there they are crossing the map right now. Some more Hellions moving across that right side, so SpiderDS really turning up the multi-pronged aggression here. Or actually, well,
in fact...
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I mean, this Banshee's going to find these roaches, going to be able to kill them off, but Evo Chamber has gone down, which means Spore Crawlers are already on the way, 2 going down at that third base, one right in the natural, and 1 right in that main, so he should be fairly safe for the rest of this.
Yeah, I mean, these Banshees are not going to be nearly as effective as they were against his last opponent.
Alright, so Banshee moving in, trying to do a little bit of damage. Hellions are coming in as well to try to kill some stuff, but, I mean, roaches are pretty fire resistant, luckily for them.
Yep. They are not, however, air unit resistant, so they are taking some damage for the time being as these Spore Crawlers are repositioned. And will the Spore Crawler go down? No transfuse energy from the Queen, but Spore Crawlers burrow so quickly now that they're able to fend off those Banshees.
Yes, indeed. We see a second Evo Chamber going down as well, so upgrades are going to be heavily favored coming out from Revival. He's going to be able to keep up with the upgrades of DS, who is right now getting +1 armor, +1 weapons, and +1 stim, because he's currently at 0 stim. So he needs to research that +1.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Fantastic. +1 stim.
2 Banshees on the field. They do have Cloak. Hellions moving forward as well. Those Banshees deal so much damage to those roaches. I love this macro hatch making part of a wall off, but this aggression is going to be able to go for quite a while. Oh, beautiful micro coming out from DS, cycling back those red Hellions, and he's going to have to get out of here right now because that Spore Crawler's up and more roaches are on the way.
I was going to comment on how the forwardmost creep colony was able to live, but another scan goes and takes it out. So SpiderDS able to deny that creep spread very significantly. In fact, we'll see that the creep tumors are knocked all the way back to the natural.
Indeed.
And
now, a ton of
I was just going to note that the third and natural are also not connected by creep yet, and that could be crucial when you're dealing with things like Banshees.
Oh yeah, and Hellions too. I mean, if you're unable to get units there very, very quickly, I mean, especially with how clumped up all of those drones were, Hellions would have been really scary. But it looks like Revival's taking back all this map vision. Every time we see him play, I love checking his vision because look at how much of that map he sees. He sees everything.
I mean, I'm going to turn on his vision right now, and it's just amazing. You see the little red dots all over the place. Groups of, and wherever he doesn't have vision, it seems that every time I check his vision, he has a Ling running in there. So, I mean, I said this earlier in the night, and I'll say it again. Zerg players out there, learn from TSLRevival. This is how you get map vision. This is how you control the game. Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Yeah, I mean, even with all these upgrades coming out as well, he's going to be able to put on a ton of aggression after he takes this 4th, and he's getting that 4th at the rich Vespine geyser. Pathogen glance is finished, so when his infestors pop, he's going to be in such a nice position. He's going to have a ton of energy. 6 infestors coming out right now, so and this is going to be really, really nice. This is going to play nicely against the unit comp that DS has out. He's going with that bio, and he does have a few Hellions left. And if, just say if Cloaked Banshees come out and continue trying to do damage, Fungals will take them out too. So, Infestors, really nice choice in this matchup.
Yeah, and 44 Lings on the way as well, in addition to getting that tech up. So, I mean, is that Hive Tech? Yeah, that's Hive Tech, of course. Certainly,
indeed it is.
Certainly not Lair Tech with Infestors already on the way. That'd be pretty crazy.
Revival, redefine the metagame. Here we go. Cloaked Banshees. Oh, is he going to cancel it? Revival, cancel that. Oh, okay, don't cancel it. I'm not that worried about it.
It's fine.
It's fine. That is a pretty big loss, but he does have 1,200 minerals. Maybe he was, like, using it as a handicap.
Yeah, right.
Like, DS, I have so much here. You should probably just kill this.
I'll donate 300 minerals to you.
I'm not that worried. And a drone.
Yeah.
And a drone.
So 350.
All right, so Hive just over halfway done. We have this huge number of Lings and Infestors moving out onto the field. Revival 177 supply, DS 140. Now this aggression, let's check out what his opponent has back at his base. He does have Siege Tech, he does have Medivacs, he does have Hellions, but Revival sends a few in, sees everything that he has, and says, alright, I'm down.
Yeah, sure, let's do this.
Let's tango.
I mean, Revival has plenty of drones, he does not need to make any more, so he is focusing on nothing but army, and we see that as he moves in now, sacrificing tons of Lings, taking down so many Marines, so many tanks. I don't think SpiderDS has the army to deal with this. He's already down to 100 supply compared to his opponent's 160. The Infestors, not even needed yet. Lings and Roaches just cleaning things up on their own.
No, taking out that tank count is absolutely huge because those are not going to be able to be rebuilt easily. A bunch of SCVs coming out to try to repair this bunker, and they'll be able to do it for a while. But yeah, in fact, they are managing to keep that up for a really long time, but they're not going to be able to do it forever because minerals are going to get a little bit low eventually. All those Marines are going to get eaten up alive. Infested Terrans getting dropped as well. There are some units up in the main right now, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to hold off the rest of this.
I do not think so, Unctious, as we see these